Summary of the Borderline Personality Disorder Workbook by Daniel J. Fox. An integrative program to understand and manage your BPD, written and narrated by JANKY. Introduction. Unlock the power to reclaim your life from the grip of borderline personality disorder with the Borderline Personality Disorder Workbook. This comprehensive guide goes beyond merely managing BPD, offering expert insights and practical exercises to navigate away from detrimental beliefs and behaviors. Proven techniques empower individuals with BPD to reshape emotional patterns and cultivate robust, healthy relationships. Borderline personality disorder, often abbreviated as BPD, manifests through symptoms such as emotional outbursts, self-harm tendencies, and challenges in establishing stable connections. It can seem as though BPD dictates one's entire existence, but armed with the right tools, this disorder becomes eminently manageable. This audiobook delves into the roots of BPD, providing a roadmap to confront destructive patterns, gain awareness of emotional triggers, challenge dysfunctional beliefs, and embark on the journey of rebuilding relationships. A quick heads up. While this guide is a valuable resource, it doesn't substitute professional therapy. If you're grappling with BPD, seeking the guidance of a mental health professional is highly recommended. Consider this guide as a stepping stone or supplementary material on your path to healing. Chapter 1. Understanding Borderline Personality Disorder. Embarking on the journey to address borderline personality disorder necessitates a solid grasp of its intricacies. This understanding is particularly crucial given the frequent mischaracterizations and misunderstandings surrounding BP. Recognized as one of the 10 personality disorders by the DSM-5, a diagnostic manual for psychological professionals, BPD impacts approximately 6% of Americans, reassuring you that you're not navigating this alone. The DSM-5 defines BPD as a challenge in regulating behavior, thinking, and responses to various situations, leading to instability in relationships, self-image, and emotional expressions. Delving into the specifics, there are 9 official symptoms of BPD. To officially receive a BPD diagnosis, one must experience at least 5 of these symptoms. Reflect on which ones resonate with your experience. 1. Fear of abandonment, a frantic effort to avoid people leaving. 2. Emotional reactivity, impulsive actions fueled by intense emotions. 3. Unstable relationships, intense fluctuations in how you perceive others. 4. Unstable self-image, frequent shifts in your sense of self. 5. Self-harm and suicidal behavior, engagement in or threat of self-harming or suicidal gestures. 6. Feelings of emptiness, frequent experiences of loneliness and emptiness. 7. Intense anger, emotional outbursts beyond your control. 8. Stress-related paranoia, feeling targeted by the world when stressed. BPD symptoms manifest uniquely and with varying intensity for each individual. Consider Betty's story as an example, a 22-year-old grappling with difficulties in forming and maintaining friendships, experiencing a roller coaster of emotions with Stephen, and resorting to self-harm. Betty's journey to seeking treatment and receiving a BPD diagnosis serves as a poignant illustration of the disorder's impact. Your story is uniquely yours, and to effectively manage BPD, it's crucial to identify your specific symptoms and tailor strategies to address them. Much like Betty, many individuals find improvement through dedicated treatment. And with this guide, you're already on the path toward understanding and navigating BPD. Chapter 2. Unraveling the Roots of BPD. The origins of borderline personality disorder are a complex interplay of genetic, environmental, and neurological factors, as suggested by research findings. Approximately 37% to 60% of BPD cases may have a hereditary component, indicating a genetic link. However, a challenging childhood is a common thread among individuals diagnosed with BPD, often marked by environments rife with abuse, abandonment, and inconsistent affection. During their formative years, individuals with BPD were surrounded by chaos and crisis as the norm. Love and care were bestowed upon them only when their suffering was visible, instilling the damaging belief that affection is contingent upon enduring pain. This early environment often gives rise to unhealthy attachment styles in individuals with BPD. They may exhibit a preoccupied attachment, characterized by an intense desire for connection, or a fearful attachment, marked by a yearning for connection coupled with feelings of unworthiness. In many cases, both attachment styles coexist. Neurological insights from brain imaging reveal altered functioning in regions associated with emotion regulation, impulse control, and aggression among those with BPD. For a deeper understanding of your own BPD, take a moment to reflect on your family history. Are there relatives who also exhibit BPD behaviors? Did your childhood involve trauma or inconsistent affection from caregivers? Consider your attachment style. Does it align with the patterns described? While these reflections may evoke discomfort, they pave the way for greater self-understanding, enabling you to instigate necessary changes. BPD may have deep-seated roots, but your past does not define you. Recovery is a multifaceted process with stages that may include occasional setbacks, yet it is entirely within reach. Assess where you currently stand in the cycle of change. Are you still contemplating the shift, or are you already committed to the journey of transformation? Chapter 3. Unmasking Triggers in BP. Individuals with borderline personality disorder often find solace in beliefs, behaviors, and patterns that bring momentary relief, but sow the seeds of long-term harm. Consider Tony's story as an illustration. Shaped by an emotionally distant mother during his upbringing, Tony internalizes the belief that he is unworthy of love. In adulthood, he overcompensates by becoming excessively clingy in his relationships, bombarding his girlfriend Mary with declarations of love. Initially, Mary reciprocates and Tony feels validated. However, as the suffocating behavior persists, Mary withdraws, leading to a breakup. Tony, now feeling even more worthless and abandoned, is caught in a destructive cycle. Recognizing these detrimental patterns is a crucial step in instigating change. But where do these patterns originate? Unhelpful patterns emerge from unhealthy behaviors that offer momentary relief, becoming automatic responses to specific situations. Over time, these behaviors reinforce dysfunctional beliefs and contribute to BP. Tony's belief that he is unlovable compels him to excessively shower his girlfriend with affection, temporarily easing his fear. However, this entrenched pattern ultimately drives her away, reinforcing his negative belief. Reflect on your own beliefs about yourself, others, and the world. What behaviors stem from these beliefs? Can you pinpoint patterns where short-term gains lead to long-term pain? Many of these patterns are triggered by specific situations. Triggers can manifest as emotional or physical states, certain people, environments, thoughts, and more. For example, criticism may trigger a belief of inadequacy, leading to a pattern of lashing out. Take the time to list your triggers and your typical reactions to them. Initially, it might feel like you have limited control over these responses, but with practice, you can learn to manage triggers and choose alternative reactions. In the upcoming section, we'll explore strategies to empower you in this transformative process. Chapter 4. Mastering Your Emotional Responses. Individuals with borderline personality disorder often grapple with deeply ingrained emotional triggers stemming from childhood experiences. These triggers act like buttons, prompting impulsive reactions that exacerbate situations. Taking control of these emotional buttons is crucial. Having already identified your triggers and associated patterns, it's time to explore strategies to manage your emotional responses. Practice these techniques proactively, visualizing trigger scenarios to enhance their effectiveness. 1. Break time. Create distance from triggering situations. Excuse yourself, whether by heading to the bathroom, postponing a call, or taking a brief walk. This separation allows space for a calmer response, and it pairs well with other strategies like mindfulness. 2. Mindfulness. Focus on the present moment, concentrating on sensations. When triggered, grab an object and observe its texture. Let thoughts and feelings drift by like balloons in the sky. Continue until you achieve a state of calm, envisioning an alternative response. 3. Venting. Establish a venting diary on your phone or in a notebook. Pour out your thoughts and emotions triggered by intense moments. Write until you've expressed everything, providing a cathartic release. 4. Positive self-statements. Recite positive affirmations to remind yourself that your response is rooted in the past, not the present. Affirmations like, "I'm safe," and "this is just my past talking," can help visualize your emotional buttons cooling down. 5. Strategic distraction. Redirect your focus by calling a friend, engaging in reading, or exercising. Return to the trigger when calm and centered, ready to confront it with a composed mindset. Consistent practice of these strategies empowers you to respond healthily when your emotional buttons are pressed. Visualization and proactive application are key to integrating these techniques into your daily life. Chapter 5. Overcoming dysfunctional beliefs. Dysfunctional beliefs, deeply rooted in the minds of many individuals with borderline personality disorder, act as powerful fuel for the disorder. Unearthing and challenging these beliefs is a formidable yet transformative endeavor. These beliefs distort perception in unhealthy ways, as exemplified by Betty, a nurse who believes she must be perfect for others to like her. When a colleague offered help after a mistake, Betty's dysfunctional belief twisted the kind gesture into criticism, leading to an angry outburst. Identify your own dysfunctional beliefs. What thoughts, feelings, and memories accompany them? Common examples include, "I'm worthless," "I'll never find happiness," or "others should always accommodate me." The silver lining is that these negative beliefs are often contradicted by ample evidence. For instance, Betty's belief that perfection is necessary for likability clashes with the reality that she occasionally disagrees with friends, yet is still liked and accepted. Actively challenge your dysfunctional beliefs by listing factual reasons why they are untrue. Then, cultivate healthy counterbeliefs to replace the dysfunctional ones. Examples include, "I'm doing my best," "I have the power to achieve my goals," or "mistakes are human." Match each dysfunctional belief with a constructive rebuttal. Repetition is key to reinforcing these empowering new beliefs. Post sticky notes around your living space, record them in your Notes app, and recite them morning and night. When an old belief surfaces, counter it immediately with a new positive counterpart. Over time, this practice will contribute to reshaping your beliefs and fostering a healthier mindset. Chapter 6. Nurturing healthy connections. For individuals with borderline personality disorder, relationships carry significant weight in shaping well-being, yet they often pose unique challenges. Evaluating the positive and negative elements within your relationships lays the foundation for cultivating healthier connections. Take a comprehensive look at those close to you: family, partners, friends, colleagues, and occasional contacts. Identify positive aspects, such as mutual trust and compassionate interactions, alongside negative elements, such as intense arguments or a reluctance to admit mistakes. Recognize that no relationship is purely good or bad. A mix of positive and negative aspects is common and not necessarily unhealthy. However, relationships steeped in negativity can breed feelings of loneliness, confusion, and diminished self-worth. Revitalizing relationships involves trading negative habits for positive ones. Start by acknowledging your own unhealthy reactions, whether it's yelling or making unfair statements. Identify the positive habits you aspire to cultivate, such as speaking calmly, offering nuanced perspectives, and practicing validation, a powerful habit that involves acknowledging the other person's thoughts and feelings. Utilize visualization techniques to rehearse these empowering habits. Picture challenging interactions with your partner and envision yourself responding positively, even if their reaction differs from your ideal scenario. Regular visualization enhances your ability to face real relationship challenges with constructive responses, breaking the cycle of default negativity. Keep in mind that you may not be the sole contributor to negative relationship patterns. Ideally, both parties are willing to collaborate on fostering positive habits. If not, it falls on you to take the higher road, or, when necessary, consider moving on from the relationship. Prioritizing your well-being is crucial in the journey towards healthier, fulfilling connections. Chapter 7. Embracing Life Beyond BP. Armed with a toolbox of strategies, you are equipped to seize control of your borderline personality disorder. These tools empower you to challenge dysfunctional beliefs, behaviors, and patterns, ushering in a transformative shift in how you relate to yourself and the world. As you embark on this journey, regularly assess your progress. How are the new patterns influencing your well-being and relationships? Patience is crucial. The road to recovery is a gradual process with inevitable twists and turns. Setbacks, especially during stressful times, provide opportunities to apply your newfound skills and reinforce self-acceptance. Be attentive to individuals or situations hindering your progress. Like Betty recognizing the toxicity in her relationship with Robert, be discerning about those who impede your growth. Consider reducing contact with those who anchor you in old patterns and surround yourself with supportive influences. Become your own biggest advocate. Foster empowering self-talk by creating and repeating motivational phrases that affirm your journey, such as, "I am determined," or "I will be at peace." As this audiobook concludes, your journey persists. Borderline personality disorder, once seemingly insurmountable, now stands dismantled. You possess the tools to reshape ingrained patterns and construct the life you deserve, one step at a time. The adventure continues, and your resilience is the compass guiding you towards a fulfilling and empowered future. Summary. Acknowledging the prevalence of borderline personality disorder is an important step. With around 6% of Americans affected, it's crucial to understand that genetic factors play a role, but childhood trauma often lays the foundation. The key symptoms, marked by emotional instability, a fractured sense of self, and tumultuous relationships, highlight the complexity of BPD. Unhealthy beliefs, behaviors, and patterns often have triggers that ignite intense emotions, making mindfulness, positive self-talk, and improved relationship skills valuable tools in gaining control and fostering adaptive responses. Recovery from BPD demands time and courage, as transformation is a gradual process. However, it's important to emphasize that with dedication and the right tools, positive change is not only possible but achievable. This audiobook summary was brought to you by JANKY Mind. We hope you enjoyed it.